So, but let's get into the rest of the Week 5 picks.
Big.
I think that was
it's a you know that it's a 1-point spread.
That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
I mean,
it's a joke because once again, they have. So once again, we saw about this a couple of weeks ago when they lost to Seattle. You have to show me that you can close at home.
Yeah, they can't.
And they have.
I think Miami's going to win. I don't think it's going to be a fucking like a smackdown like you're saying. I think like Miami by 4. I'll take that.
No, I'll take that as. But do I? No, what I'll take. What I think is going to happen. 2 different things. I'll take that. Right. I'll take them losing by 4. Okay.
Yeah, but you think they're going to lose by 10?
Absolutely not. Yeah, by 10, easily. I can easily see it being 24-14. Easily. Okay. Once again, it could be 17-14 going to the 4th. And then, 3rd down. It's 3rd and 8. Huntley steps back. Looks for Hill. Hill is wide open. Oh, what a catch. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Miami. It's like game over. So I can totally.
Just remember, it's here.
It's here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter where it's at. It could be at Hard Rock. It could be at Pro Player. It could be at the Orange Bowl or Orange Stadium South. It could be at Foxborough State. It doesn't matter where they're playing at. They have not done what they need to do to close at home. So until they do that, I don't trust it. So that being said, let's get off that. Let's get into the Week 5 picks. So Thursday night. So we got Tampa Bay versus Atlanta. Who got in that one?
Listen, I've been picking against Kirk Cousins in the primetime games this year, and I'm coming out on the losing end of that. I believe in whatever they're doing down there. I think that team is fun to watch in the sense that they're starting to learn how to play together. I also love Tampa Bay. I think what Baker Mayfield and the squad have done has been awesome. I thought his comments about going in there and teaching the guys how to have fun again after Tom makes him look like a pussy and a loser, which he'd never won anything. So like that's fair. And I loved what Tom said. I thought winning was fun. I thought winning Super Bowl trophies were fun. Oh, like he's right.
Man said I was stressed when we weren't winning.
Right. So, of course.
So think about that. We went from that to, man, I hope they can lose by 4.
Well, right.
I'm taking what a fall for grades, baby.
I'm taking Atlanta in this game.
I'm taking Tampa. I think that what Baker's been able to do out there has been incredible. Once again, as far as the Tom Brady comments, I was like I said, I love the response that Tom had. He's starting to wake up in the booth.
He's getting good.
We're starting to see that competitor come out again, where he was like, huh? Like me, this guy, you talking about me? Like if he could have said, get the fuck out of here, he would have on air. So I'm glad he's starting to wake up in that regard. But yeah, listen, when you still could throw to Godwin and to Evans, who should be a first ballot Hall of Famer, they've changed his career, and he's found a home down there. So I think, like I said, that those NFC South games are always close. So I
was asking you a question though, not to belabor this point. Pressure situation, one drive to win it. Who would you pick, Baker or Kirk?
Kirk Cousins.
Me too, and that's
Kirk Cousins. Yeah, Kirk Cousins. Yeah. Only reason why I wouldn't, because even though they both had the gunslinger mentality, I felt like Baker is a little more erratic in those moments, and because he's so concerned about being. He's still in that mode where he's still concerned about being the reason why the team wins, as opposed to like just win like regardless. But I feel like he'd make a play at the end that's like, what was that? Like this is not Detroit. It'd be one of those ordeals. So, but like I said, I got Tampa win this game. Like I said, but if it comes down to the final thing, like I said I trust 18 once again in the regular season to get that done. Like I said, we already talked about Miami. In New England, we think that Miami's going to win that one. So
it's going to be close, though.
Yeah, in your mind. But so first London of the London series, we have the Jets versus Minnesota. So who you got in that one?
Oh, God, I'm going to take Minnesota. I really think the Jets are going to win, but I think Darnold, the way that he's been balling out, Jefferson. I think
Yeah.
that's too much for Sauce Gardner, and I don't know that there's
And
something's going on there in Minnesota.
we're gonna find out because he said respectfully, I'm not Garrett Wilson. So Garrett Wilson, is your time to shine. It's so show you better give somebody on Minnesota 10 for 150. You better you better get them 10 for 150 and 2 touchdowns. But this once again, and I'll say it every week until either they lose or they go on a big losing streak. But this is why I know, and I know y'all touched on it last week. But once again, having just one big weapon can change how you play the game.
Yep.
And I had a feeling when he got in there, I said he might have a resurgence. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, he wasn't terrible. Once again, I think he played with some guys at USC, obviously. Once again, when you give these guys somebody to throw to, they look halfway decent. What a concept. So I say that to say Minnesota, once again, I think they're 2.5 point favorites, so that's basically a pick 'em. I'd go Minnesota. I think it becomes a shootout, especially on a neutral field. I'm gonna say Minnesota wins, 30-27. So next we have I call this the Caleb Williams Bowl because they should have been a Carolina Panther. We got Carolina Panthers versus the Chicago Bears. We could just say Chicago, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Chicago.
Next, Baltimore versus Cincinnati. Listen, I was high on Cincinnati's the underdog at home. Listen, the way Baltimore's playing right now, you know how I feel about Derrick Henry. Once again, he's going to be that guy in the regular season. I know how you feel about them come playoff time and what he's been, but I got a lot left in the tank.
Yeah.
And the 87, I said, whoa. I was as much as I've been offended, I was blown away that he could still get away like that. Because
22 miles an hour.
Out of there, gone. I said, whoa, that was special. But yeah, Baltimore wins this at least by a touchdown.
Cincy.
Yeah. Well, granted, they usually wake up around this time, but we'll see.
Well, because I had them splitting this.
Oh, that's right. So this is the one you got.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, I just feel like Baltimore's hot right now, and the way they handle Buffalo, I just think that this is the game they'll get in. Cincinnati will get the one later on.
But this is a letdown game for the Ravens.
They're hot though. I don't know. They're hot right now, so I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that could happen because, like I said, Lamar got to give me more than 156 though. I can't. Once again, I've been defending, but 156 is not okay.
Is it just me or is the AFC North, like any divisional matchup for them, is that always the hardest to pick? Because they all play each other so fucking tough. So tough.
Always. Even when Cleveland was back.
Even when the Browns were shit, since he was shit, like they would give Pittsburgh and Baltimore runs for their money.
Yep, facts. And that's just how it is. It's just how I think how that football is up in that part of town. So I love it. So next we have the potential Stephon Diggs revenge game. We got Buffalo versus Houston. Houston is the 1 point favorite. So like I said, that's basically a pick 'em as well. So who are you rocking with in that one?
That really means that Buffalo's favored because that's a home game for Houston.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually 3 point swing. God, I want Houston. And it would help all my narratives because I love CJ Stroud and I hate Josh Allen. But I'm gonna pick the Bills. I think after that embarrassing loss last night, they have to come back.
So I think they have a better performance. I still think they come up short. I think that Stroud hits Diggs late for a touchdown and the crowd goes crazy. So I'm gonna rock with Houston on that one there. So next we have Joe Flacco versus Mac Jones. Indianapolis versus Jacksonville. So who you got in that one?
Oh, Indy.
So even with Flacco.
I would say because of Flacco.
Okay. Yeah, I
say that from a guy who drafted Anthony Richardson in the 4th round of one of his fantasy football leagues.
I'm really annoyed with how his career is going so far. And I said, I'm a Gator fan, and I thought that he could produce at the next level, but I just think that he's just proven not to be durable right now, but he's also not playing smart with the ball, right? He's not sliding when he needs to slide. And because he's 6'4", 250, he's just trying to run around and just, throw his weight around. And I wish that he would talk to Cam. I wish that he would even talk to some other guys that would bathe Josh Allen of the world. Like, you can't just throw your body around because you're 6'4", 250. These dudes would knock you on your ass every single time because you're a runner, because you're a threat, a dual threat. So I hope that someone speaks to him to smarten him up because he needs it badly. But that being said, I don't trust Jacksonville at all. So I'm gonna go with the Colts here. Next, Cleveland, Washington.
Washington. Don't even waste any time on this.
I just think that I think Daniels is another great. They're 3-point favorites now at home. So I said that.
Good.
Vegas thinks it's going to be closer, but I think that Daniels is going to do whatever. Just stay away from 95 because that's a bad man, regardless of how bad the team is right now. Next, this is another thing too. Same thing with AFC West. Always play hard. So Vegas versus Denver. Who you got?
If Devontae comes back and plays, I think Vegas can win that. But ultimately, I'm gonna pick the Broncos. I do think that you're seeing what a cohesive plan, strong and intelligent head coach does for a rookie quarterback, and obviously with Bo Nix. So I'm gonna take the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm riding with Denver too. I think that as Antonio Pierce said, like it seems like they made a business decision a few weeks ago. And I mean, listen, they're not that talented. They're really not. Obviously, Devontae Adams is the problem. To me, you'll never fully win many games with Gardner Minshew as your lead quarterback. He's a really good bridge / backup. He's really good in that regard. But
get ready for Devontae to be sent to the Jets mid-season.
Well, it's crazy. Teddy Bruschi was talking about he should be sent to Kansas City. And I'm just like, now that sounded like like when you're the best player, what's you get fucking Randy Moss. So I get it. Like that's what his mindset was. But it's like Devontae on Kansas City. Once again, if you're Vegas, why would you even?
It's in the division. They can't do that.
No,
I mean, you could do it, but why the fuck would you?
Like you don't give. Like that's why I used to always laugh when teams with Trey Sermon got the pitch. I'm like, what are you doing? Like you thought like what? Like you thought it was okay? Like it was always a fleece. Like, and once again, like, I think about basketball too. Brad Stevens getting to that stage too, where they're not going to deal with him no more. They're going to be like, hey, like you fleece us every time. And he really doesn't. He just gets the best out of, certain players, but it is what it is. So yeah, rocking with Denver there. So next, we have Arizona versus San Francisco. San Francisco. Like,
yeah, San Fran.
It's not going to be close.
But I'm picking Arizona. I'm picking Arizona to cover. It's 7.5 point spread. So,
I mean, they just got beat by 30 by Arizona. I mean, by Washington. Let's be real. Come on.
It's a get well game, dude.
You lost by 30 to Washington. Like, I don't know. I don't know how get well you can get, but they about to get even sicker than they were last week. So next we have Green Bay versus the Rams. I'm going with Green Bay here.
Me too.
Sorry, Dave. Jordan Love is still a guy. He's still the guy. I'm sorry. He's still really good. I know he had 3 picks, but I think that's just probably part of it because of the rust. Yeah, and threw for almost 400 yards. Like, dude is a baller, period.
To this point, are just too banged up, right? I mean, no Cooper Kupp, no Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
I mean, Stafford's getting his ass kicked. I mean,
yeah. That's another guy. I mean, granted, I know he's not going to get traded, but man, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. But he'd get killed here too, obviously. So Green Bay on that one. So next, Giants Seahawks. I'm going with Seattle. Seattle's.
I mean,
I'm gonna go your line and I'm gonna pick New York to cover because they're 6 points favorites. But I'm like, I think the Seattle wins.
And right now Seattle is down 21-7 against Detroit at halftime in Monday Night Football. So and that's going to be. I mean, if they happen to lose this game by more than 14 points or even 10 points, it's going to be a fucking get right game. And the Giants are the perfect team to get right against, just like the Patriots. But I mean, Malik Neighbors is everything as advertised and more. Like he is that, and he looks that good even with Daniel Jones.
So that lets you know how good he is. So the next Sunday night game.
I can't wait for this.
If this was the 70s, man, everybody would have been around the TV, big old bowl of Jiffy Pop, with your whatever drink of choice. The Cowboys going to Heinz Field, man. So who you got in that one?
I mean, I got my popcorn for Bob and DK, all the shit talking. I hope that it's great. I can't think of two teams that I actually hate more,
Mhm.
but I love Justin Fields. I
Right.
really do, and I want him to do well. And I think Pittsburgh, like to DK's point, throughout the course of the year so far, is they're getting teams to play their style.
Mhm.
That defense is suffocating, and it looks like Justin Fields is getting better and better every week. So
Right.
I'll take Pittsburgh, and I'll take Pittsburgh by 10.
Right. Yeah. Oof. Okay. Yeah, because they're 2.5 Yeah. I mean, listen. I hope it's a decent game. I'm around with Pittsburgh too. I think that they come in angry after what happened. Last week losing to Indianapolis, which was so on brand in recent years for Pittsburgh to be running through teams and then lose to a team like Indy that they shouldn't lose
Yeah.
to. Regardless of who was at quarterback. So it is what it is. But shout out to a Steelers fan I met earlier. That was at work. My coworker. He said he's a Steelers fan. I just want to reiterate again that you have not beat my team or our team in New England when it matters. I just want to put it out there, buddy. So when you listen to this tomorrow morning, I just want to put that in that air for you when this matters. So whether it's Cordell Stewart, whether it's Charlie Batch, Tommy Maddox, Ben Roethlisberger, it has not mattered. We've got the job done. So I just had to say that. So cool.
And whether it's Mac Jones is our quarterback,
Mac Jones, pull it back, Bailey Zappi, whatever. Hasn't matter. Oh, that's so fucking sad.
So are you're
so
taking
that's so
Pittsburgh?
sad, so funny, but I just had to put that dig in there. But yeah, no, I got Pittsburgh winning this as well. And then to close out the week 5 pick, so we have New Orleans going into Kansas City.
I'm picking Saints.
Oh, okay, but I think Kansas City finds a way because just like they found a way last week to get the Chargers. This is what they.
Well, I mean,
what they do. It's what
I
they
think,
do.
yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm tired of saying
But
they're going to lose a game. They should win. They're going to find a way.
I picked Kansas City to win every game so far this year. So this is the first game I'm picking against them. I just think that this is, I mean, what you're seeing right now is that Kansas City was ranked first in the league at third down conversions over the last 2 years. They're ranked 14th in the league now.
Mhm.
Something's wrong with them at this point. And losing Rashid Rice is, I mean, that's fucking
Huge.
that hurts. So I think New Orleans has enough of an offensive game plan to work, and their defense isn't that bad either. So give me New Orleans in the upset by 3.
Okay. I mean, listen, I'm intrigued. We'll see how that rolls.